What's up, everybody? It's Old Man Winter 8, and today I'm going to take my first steps in the brand new 25, 26, 32 lashed boots. So if you're unfamiliar with the lashed, it is one of the best-selling, if not the best-selling boot on the market. It's been in 32's lineup for a long time. I think the Team 2 is the only one that's been in their lineup for longer, and there've definitely been some upgrades for 25, 26. One thing that I noticed right off the bat is the independent eye stay. So this is a thing that they've always had on the boot, and it's kind of why the lashed has its name. So the side panel on the boot where the laces go through, it's actually sewn in down lower. It's not sewn in up at the top. So when you are pulling this thing tight, you can stretch these around your foot and lash your foot into the boot. Hence the name. But I've noticed from last year to this year, they've kind of centralized it a little bit, taken some materials out of it, so you're gonna get a better fit on the side. You're actually gonna get a better stretch. Another thing that's pretty cool too is they've got these new lace loops where the laces can slide through them a little bit easier, which is gonna make it, again, even easier to get your foot lashed into the boot. Underneath there, they got this new cover that's like a neoprene that goes over the tongue, kind of underneath the laces. It's got a nice clean look, but the nice thing about that too is it's gonna help keep the snow and everything and the wind out of your boot, help keep your feet a little bit warmer. And then I also noticed on the back, they've added a little bit harder piece, so it's just gonna make the boot even more durable. So when you're getting in and out of your bindings all day long, you're just getting that extra durability. And then obviously you got that calf relief, the team liner that's fully heat moldable, which is one thing that 32 is known for in all of their boots. But let's definitely get these things on and see how they feel. So personally, I'm usually a 10.5. These are a 10.5, and I've pretty much been a 10.5 in 32 boots for forever. And yep, 10.5. My toes are touching up on the front. They're not crammed, so we know that's going to be the smallest this boot's ever going to be. It's only going to stretch out from here. We're going to get a good fit. Another big thing that I like about these boots is they have these big, huge straps across the top to really help hold the liner tight across the top of your foot. Sometimes when you have a little bit narrower ankles and narrower calves, it can be a little harder to keep that boot tight around the top part of the boot there, the top part of the liner. So that big, huge Velcro strap really helps with that. And then we've got the internal lacing system. And now we get to the outer lacing on the boot, which is the key. And you can see as I pull, you can actually see it pull tight. And I'll do that again so you can kind of see it on the camera. You can see that piece stretching and wrapping around your foot. And then as you pull that and lock it, they've got these new hooks that really help lock in, so you can see that I haven't even laced the boot and it's staying tight. So you can still pull the boot tight, but it stays tight. So definitely a really, really important thing to do is you don't want your boots loosening up throughout the day. But yeah, they really help lock those laces in. And when you lace it up now, we're gonna go ride. It's gonna feel exactly like this when I get done at the end of the day, but super, super cushy. I'm noticing it's got maybe a little bit more room in the toe on the sides, which is not a bad thing. My foot actually fits perfectly in there, but I can really feel that ankle hold down. I can really feel that hold on the side, just hugging my foot and pushing my foot back into the boot. So I'm excited to get out and ride these things as they do fit like a dream. All right, you never can argue when you go out riding and then it starts snowing. Obviously, we've got a little bit of snow on the ground, just a little bit, not quite enough to cover the grass, but the lashed, amazing. This one's gonna be pretty short at the end. It's one of the best fitting boots right out of the box. That new lacing system, those easy slide lace locks, they literally just put a little bit of a harder plastic or kind of a polymer type material inside the lace loops, and it made it 10 times easier to lace and lash your foot into the boot. And then those lace locks up at the top, those things are super, super snug. It's crazy. Like, you actually kind of have to pop them out to get them loose, which is not a bad thing. They stayed tight all day long. Laced the boot up, went and rode, came back. The boots were exactly the way they were when I first started the day. So I definitely love this boot. It's one of these things where you think they can't do anything else and that they've done it all and they've made it the best. And yep, they come up with some new ideas and they actually make the boot better. So definitely highly suggest checking out a pair of the Lash. This is one of those boots I always tell people, if you don't know what 32 boot to buy, just buy the Lash, because you're not going to be bummed no matter what kind of riding you're doing.